It seems to me we are confronting a debt burden that can result in a short-term and a long-term crisis. In the short term, our spiraling debt could lead to a devastating financial crisis. Because of our dismal savings rate and our huge deficits, which after all are negative savings, we are becoming ever more dependent, and in my view, dangerously so, on foreign capital. For example, in 1970, 5% of our public debt was in foreign hands. Today, it is about 50%, and it is projected to explode in the future. And let us not forget the international debt bubble. Virtually all of the developed countries have similar demographics, including lower birth rates, with increasing longevity, particularly those 85 and older, I thank God for that, who consume far more health care than the younger elderly. Over the next quarter century, the debt burden of advanced economies is projected to approach 200% of their GDP. Clearly, this is unthinkable and unsustainable. Herb Stein, an economist in the administration that I work with in the White House, and our only humorist, used to say, if something's unsustainable, it tends to stop. And he added, if your horse is dead, I suggest you dismount. My friends, let's dismount. If we wait to act and allow investor confidence to erode, interest costs could rise dramatically and unexpectedly with terrible consequences for America's businesses, families, and the government. The resulting economic and political climate of quick and devastating changes will also put at risk our social safety net, which I believe simply must be protected for the vulnerable in our society. All in all, the risk of implosion of global financial markets is simply too great for mere talk and political posturing. In addition to the potential of a short-term crisis, we also need to consider the long term. If we continue to accumulate debt and pay ever higher interest costs, we will not be able to make the critically needed investments to keep our economy strong and competitive. And with the growing dominance of China and others, that is simply unacceptable. We simply must become more competitive and more committed to investment and innovation. That requires greater investment in R&D, education, particularly math and science, and our crumbling infrastructure. But we will not be able to make those investments if our federal interest costs skyrocket, as they are projected to do. The long-term consequences, if we do not achieve fiscal sustainability, are that we end up a much diminished America, economically, politically, and socially. Changing our course will require tough decisions by the American people. And to build support for these decisions, we must make clear what we gain tomorrow for what we give up today.